3 games. And then, of course, waiting in the semi-finals potentially are either one of Victor Axelsen, the reigning world champion, or the Indian world number 9, HS Pranoy. Shi Feng, all England champion, will look to put his best foot forward against Wang Tzu Wei, who is making his 5th World Championships appearance. Shi Feng, of course, is making a 2nd World Championships appearance. Made his debut in 2021, where he lost in the 2nd round to Kidambi Shrikant in 3. So this is already his best World Championships, having made the 3rd round here.
The opponent from Chinese Taipei.
That's why he's got no win-loss record in the 3rd round of World Championships. For Wang Tzu Wei, as I mentioned, 5th World Championship appearance. He made his debut in 2018. That one he lost in the 2nd round to Brice Levedez in 2 games. Best finish was in round 3 last year, so he's replicated that. Lost to Jonathan Christie in 2 games last year in round 3. So if he can win here, that will be his best performance at a World Championships already. 28-year-old Wang Tzu Wei, the top 30 player at the moment, but has broken into the top 10 before. Because Shi Feng is enjoying some of his best rankings this year. This will be their 3rd meeting, with Shi Feng holding the 2-0 head-to-head record. They last met at the Thailand Open last year in the quarterfinals, and Lee won that 21-16, 21-17. Before that, also last year, they met in the Badminton Asia Championships in the 2nd round, and Lee won that 22-20, 23-21.
And you receive. Thank you.
So Wang Tzu Wei chooses ends, and he's chosen the further end, which we've noticed today is the slightly, I would say, slightly better end. And therefore, Shi Feng has chosen to receive in the coin toss. And these are very contrasting players. Kirsty, Wang Tzu Wei is definitely a grittier player. He likes to play his rallies, create those opportunities. Shi Feng very much attacking, which we see because he uses his height and his physicality to his advantage.
Absolutely, I think this is going to be an interesting matchup of styles.
3rd round record for Wang Tzu Wei stands at 0-1 because of that loss to Christie last year. There we see Shi Feng, 182 centimeters tall, so very much a tall shuttler. Has good wingspan as a result. Jiangxi, China is where he was born. 23 years of age. Young shuttler coming up the ranks. 6th in the world. His best career ranking was 5, which was in July this year. Has a win-loss record this year of 33-13. I beg your pardon. His last tournament was a Japan Open, where he lost in the 1st round to HS Pranoy in 2 games. As I mentioned, 1 All England. He beat Shi Yuqi, his compatriot, in 2 games there. 1 US Open, beat Vititsan in 2 games there. As we see his road to the 3rd round, straight game wins, and beat Panarin. And then, of course, we saw there against Wang Charo, and also straight games. Xiao Bin, I think, is the men's singles coach for China these days. Wang Tzu Wei, 28 years of age, from Taipei. That's his birthplace, 178 centimeters tall. Also a fairly tall shuttler. Ranked 29 in the world, has broken into the top 10, as I mentioned. That was in February of 2021, so it was some time away. Has a win-loss record of 7-15 this year, and that, I think, is telling of his form. A lot more losses than wins. His last tournament was the Australian Open, where he lost in the 2nd round to Priyanshu Rajawat in 3. And looking at the way he's reached here, that match against Lu Guangzhou in round 2 pushed him all the way 86 minutes, that one. He came through 21-19 in the decider. And he has to now deal with another Chinese opponent, another Chinese contender. Do you think, though, that win over Lu Guangzhou, with knowing how Chinese badminton is played, will help him in this third round against Shi Feng.
Absolutely. I was going to have collected some information yesterday in that long, long match. But with all that information comes some fatigue.
Yes.
So it's a matter of how well he's managed to recover for this match, which will be very interesting, especially because he's more of a chasing, more of a rallying player.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a tough way to play.
Well, I can tell you that on court 3,
On my left,
we see his
Shi
compatriot
Feng,
Shi being
China.
pushed all the way by Uncle Long.
Wang Tzu Wei to
Angus,
serve.
who's
Love
the older,
ball.
more experienced, but lower ranked player. So that's gone to 3. Maybe that's what's going to happen here. It starts off with a smash. Wang Tzu Wei gets himself on the scoreboard.
Both players in these first few rallies will just be kind of trying to figure out the court, figure out the conditions. Almost play a little bit safe. But so far, Wang Tzu Wei has actually been the more
Aggressive.
aggressive player, yeah.
Maybe he knows he has to hit the ground running.
Hey. Ooh.
Because I think as the match progresses and Shi Feng sort of finds his footing, maybe it'll be harder for him to play these more aggressive rallies. So the bigger gap he can create earlier on will probably suit his
Absolutely.
purpose.
Overshot that one.
Serves over. 1-3.
These little adaptations as we go. Who can make them adaptations the quickest and the best?
That's landed long. Out.
Serves
Beg your pardon?
over. 4-1.
But you can see the players there are still shaping up to hit those shots.
Yeah.
Normally they would hit those shots, and then just suddenly the shuttle takes a right turn in the wind.
Yeah, I mean, if they're in the habit of playing that shot,
Yep.
then
1.
it's a hard lesson to learn on court.
Oof, don't I know it?
But I guess you got to get your head around it.
Yeah, this is a good explosion. Straight into the body, making it really awkward for Shi Feng.
Yeah, Wang Tzu Wei. There's no doubt he's a high-quality player. See how he's played in this World Championships alone. Lu Guangzhou, a tough opponent, saw that challenge through. I'm sure it was a physical encounter as well.
Serves over.
I was quite surprised when you said he was ranked 29. I would have, without knowing, I would have definitely put him higher. I think that's where he deserves to be higher.
We keep talking about the strength and depth in both men's and women's singles.
Absolutely.
Ball.
Oh, that's a good follow-up. That's a good snap down, a good follow-up.
3-5.
Yeah, we see this. This is very typical of Shi Feng's game. He comes out charging. Doesn't give you much opportunity. You have to be defensively very, very strong.
Left.
And then because he's a young player, he has that energy to just keep going and keep going.
Ah,
and
to be
exhaust you.
What's that like?
You're asking me?
I'm joking. That's pretty much, that's my whole game. You kidding?
You play a pretty strong game, Presley.
Serves over. 6-3.
Six-three. Yeah, he's hitting those shots,
7-3.
the smashes very accurately at the moment, Wang Tzu Wei. And I think choosing ends, he must have watched how some of these matches have played out. It was a wise decision to win the toss and choose that end, because he's definitely hit the block running. Again, he's skilled off these points really well. It's found the accuracy in these smashes and kill shots of his, Wang Tzu Wei. Draws Shi Feng forward. I mean, these are it's basic badminton in a way, but look,
Nice.
puts it away nicely.
Such a technical kill that was kind of like against the hand. He just opens that wrist and brushes into the backhand side of the court.
There again, big smash.
Gets that lift, that good net.
Sudden injection of pace.
Playing with fire, yeah.
4-8.
It's just those little windows that Shi
Yeah.
Feng is so good at finding. Any opportunity to step in and punish in that midcourt. Yep. I think that might have been going wide, but he's taken it, and we continue. Oh, good smash to the body.
Service
Maybe
over.
happy that
9-4.
rally ended earlier than what it might have looked like once he played back. Return in.
I don't know if it's a regular feature of Wang Tzu Wei's game, but he's definitely targeting Shi Feng's body in this match so far. Been channeling his attack down there quite a lot. I don't know if that's just an absolute safety thing and not to mess with the sidelines. Oh, that's worth a challenge.
I think so.
Service over.
Because he first went
5-9.
wide and then he changed his mind, I think.
Yeah, as you said, Shi Feng's got such a big wingspan. So hitting into the body is actually a pretty good way to go about it.
Yeah, because he can pretty much, I mean, stretch out and save a lot of these attacks otherwise.
Yeah. That's what badminton's so great for. It allows for so many different body
6,
types.
9.
The tall players have an advantage. The smaller players have an advantage. The tall players being their reach and their jump height, and the smaller players being they're closer to the ground
Center
for
of gravity.
those center of gravity for the
Yeah.
defensive shots.
Evens things out.
Yep. Perfect example is the 2017 women's singles final in Glasgow World Champs.
Yeah, Sindhu versus Okuhara.
Will go down in history, that match.
That was a classic.
Yep.
Serves
1 hour and
over.
51, I
Fantastic
think.
match.
10,
Yeah.
6, 1.
It was almost the tallest player on the tour playing the smallest player on
Yeah.
the tour. And it just shows you the differences.
But this is good work by Wang Tzu Wei. He's really taken charge at the early stage. That early lead that he set up, 3-4 points, it's coming very, very handy.
Oof, missed that one.
11-6 interval.
Takes an 11-6 lead at the break.
有点保守，保守是什么呢？速度太慢了，往前的速度还可以再往上加一加，再抢高一点。
Men's singles coach
高低都是被动挨
for
打，
China.
知道吧？这速度是抬起来，抬起来以后看清楚他的站位，他老喜欢抓球，是吧？你要就算你挑的话，你也不要平的，高一点给他抓住也要高一点给他举打，知道吗？他有时候再从，有时候后退。 你看清楚往前的假动作和快推看清楚，这是一个。第二个后场正走，第二个刚才勉强了，主动可以打，不主动就劈和掉，再找机会啊，没关系的啊。
踢他时候有时候就这么要放的，
Players back on court.
他不放不了。
心一定要定啊，防守不要怕他，他就是下人啊。心，哎，防守可以抽他。
He
11-6.
11-6, and it's
Play.
Wang Tzu Wei who is in the lead at the moment.
And I would say the score is an accurate reflection of the game that we're seeing. Sometimes one player seems to have all the control and is not really winning the points, but I would say Wang Tzu Wei has really been in control, although that was dicey.
A
Serves
really
over.
nice point.
7-11.
To enjoy the flatter smashes.
Yeah, tried to inject pace into that corner, but Shi Feng had that racket up, read it, intercepted it into that big old gap on the Wang Tzu Wei's forehand side.
But I think he made the right decision to choose ends when he won the toss.
Yes.
Because he must have, what I was saying, he must have watched some of those matches while he was warming up or whatever and realized that there is some advantage and he want to be the player on top.
Absolutely. You want to get off to a good start, although it's how you finish, not how you start. Well left, but he thought about hitting it.
He did.
7.
He was waiting till the last minute. Yeah, it is indeed about where you finish and how you finish. But I think if you have that advantage and the comfort of the cushion, it only plays into or allows you to be more fluid and natural.
Oi!
Oh, what a reaction.
Well read by Shi Feng, but well retrieved from Wang Tzu Wei.
Fantastic reaction.
I love those ones. Hey.
Yeah, it just puts it up in the open court.
Yeah.
It's reflexes. Yeah. He is bouncing on these shots quite easily, Wang Tzu Wei, and I think Shi Feng is also maybe a little too lax.
I think so, yeah. It's not quite the usual like robustness of his shots that we're used to seeing.
Yeah. It's almost sort of the height he's placing it at is almost gifting it to Wang Tzu Wei at the moment.
Serves over.
Wang Tzu Wei is obviously happy to smash away.
It's worked so far.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. Both players again. It's been a feature of the men's singles. Nice. It's been a feature of the men's singles that we've seen so far today of using the center at the net and then the one who
Sets it up
goes
and
for the wider shot at the rear is often the one that falls victim. But that's a perfectly struck shot.
down the line smash.
Good counter.
And again, oh, I think he missed it. Oh, just missed it.
You could see after that defense, he split his feet. He went right foot back. He wanted that in that rear forehand corner.
Yeah.
And he guessed correctly. Or he predicted correctly.
Wide, I think. I have a feeling it's
You're
just
going- you're
wide.
going just
I'm
wide?
going just wide.
Oh.
Because it just looked like it moved on the way down. The shuttle.
Yeah, good call.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
I think
Serves over.
Shi Feng did well to get away with
Yeah.
it. I think he
think
actually
so.
played into Wang Tzu Wei's hands there.
Because I think that was the right decision to go down the line again.
Yeah.
It's just that it didn't work out. But this is a very good start by Wang Tzu Wei. He's taken full advantage of maybe a slightly sluggish Shi Feng. It's just, it feels like his shots are a little too
Serves
casual, a
over.
little too...
16.
Yeah.
I know it may not
Nine.
be so, and I'm not saying that that's his intention, but it's not as precise
Clinical.
and clinical. Correct.
As it usually is.
Yeah.
But fair play, Wang Tzu Wei is making it very difficult for him.
Yeah, agreed. He's fully capitalizing on it.
Just a little check to see if it was a good length or not. I've never mastered that skill of having the little look. That's nice. Again, down that backhand side. I think that's his safe zone, somewhere he can tie Li Shi Feng up. If he gets enough power on it, Li Shi Feng's taking it slightly behind him.
It's not.
If it's not directly on the floor.
Yeah, 8-point lead as a result. I mean, we've seen like, what, 3 shots go that way in the last
5 rallies
Yeah,
or so?
exactly.
Play.
Again, he's attacking that.
Yeah, that straight line.
Side.
18.
Yeah.
It's been very important for him.
He's come up with a plan and it's working. Wang Tzu Wei. He's running away with his first game now. 3 away from clinching it.
It'll be interesting to see if he's set it up enough that he now goes for the cross court when he has a chance.
That's nice.
Li Shi Feng certainly did.
Cross court smash. We were talking about cross court. There you go.
18.
This came from a different player.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more like it.
11.
That's what we expect to see a
18.
lot of Li Shi Feng's game. He's very quick to put things away.
Yeah.
Finds the space quite easily.
Wang Tzu Wei just maybe moved in a little bit too much there. Li Shi Feng was able to find the space over the top and force a weak reply, much like that one. Puts it away. He's so
12,
clinical when he does have
18.
these shots.
Yeah, I think it's just about whether he can find that space. If he can create that space, then he makes very little mistake in putting the point off.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Lead. Second court.
From what I have seen of Li Shi Feng this year, doesn't enjoy rallying as much. He likes to be on control, dominate the games as much as possible. He does know how to rally, doesn't enjoy it necessarily, which is why I think that this opponent for him is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Fault.
Wang Tzu Wei still, even from
13.
far and
18.
deep in that round the head side, still opting for that left-hand box at Li Shi Feng's backhand side,
Yeah.
which is a long old way to travel if Li Shi Feng sends it back with any quality, which he did. And again, really targeting that left box.
Oof, right at him. This is the first proper rally of this first game.
That's good.
But as soon as you get into the longer rallies, I think Wang Tzu Wei has an advantage.
19-13. 1.
And I think just keeping those shots straight so that he's not doing the running,
Yeah.
and making Li Shi Feng play those cross shots and open up his own court if he does. If he can get a racket to it, but there's not many that he has so far.
No. He hasn't been able to get his racket to it.
Oh, he had him.
That was an interesting choice from
14,
Wang Tzu Wei.
19.
I think it was that unexpected just step in from Li Shi Feng, and it just,
Okay, play.
I'm not sure which
Caught
came
him off
first, the
guard.
flick or the step in.
I think it was a step in. I think it was the movement of the body.
Wang Tzu Wei's almost panicked a little,
Yeah.
just not executed the skill properly. Safe return and then down that line
Over.
again.
20.
Sets up
Game
6
point,
game points
14.
for Wang Tzu Wei.
It's exactly where he'll want to be right now.
Gives him that big advantage. First game.
Hui.
Serves over. 15, 20.
Just keep his wits about him here. He's done the job really. He's opened up the gap. He's created the game point opportunities.
Yeah, he's done very well at playing that net and getting those lifts.
There you
That's
go.
nice.
Cross court into the corner.
Yep.
And he gets the
Happy space.
game as a result, 21-15.
是不是有点顺序？
And that was actually real double quick time as well. Wang Tzu Wei has worked this first game out, 20 minutes played. He's in command at the moment.
所以你挑头上得高一点，但是还不能平啊！你看刚才那么平的，你再用还是接着，哎呀，就给他高一点，高一点以后过他头，然后做发力。你这边力缝跟那边场地一样的力缝，知道吧？过了头他下去就没有危险。前面你就是等于给他杀的太舒服了，你要到底的话，他绝对他不会杀那么顺。这是一个啊半场，第二个就是没有限制住，就两个没有限制住，所以他准备哪边他准备往前，你一放他扑掉了，是不是？他准备后场了，你就要挑出去，哎，现实看一点，眼睛看一点，但是不要犹豫，果断，好吧？按照把自己的节奏，哎，整体速度带起来，整体速度。 啊，整体速度不是被动来打，好，然后控制反控制，然后我有机会回防。
20 seconds. Curve 2, 20 seconds.
A change of ends, and Wang Tzu Wei has the first game in the bag, 21-15. Looking to put on his best World Championships performance yet by reaching the quarterfinals. What a milestone that will be for Wang Tzu Wei.
Love all.
Shi Feng, of course, also
Play.
looking for the same.
Undecided whether to take that one or not.
But I think now he's going to have to change strategy a little bit, Wang Tzu Wei, having changed ends. And it'll be interesting to see whether he can carry that off equally well.
Yeah.
Because Shi Feng is now going to pound down the smashes if he can.
Definitely. Interesting to see if it'll tell the same tale as we've witnessed in the previous games of the player on the far side.
Yeah, being
taking the second set.
Yeah, and being, you know, the aggression, everything coming through.
Yeah.
That's glorious from Wang Tzu Wei. That is precise placement.
Love.
To trick Shi Feng, not many people can say that.
As Shi Feng was making his way forward.
A little bit too much committed.
No.
That's nice. Almost just taking the pace off of it, not going for the full smash there.
It's going for the angle.
You saw Wang Tzu Wei's feet kind of stutter because the rhythm of the game so far has been make a base push for that smash retrieval. But when the pace is taken off a little bit, it requires a different rhythm. be also interesting to see if Wang Tzu Wei targets Li Shifeng's backhand on this side, despite the drift, or if it's a side of the court tactic.
I think he's going to avoid the drift. I think he doesn't want to give away the points too easily. He's happy to rally and, you know, sort of make the opening on the preferred side.
Yeah, I think it's...
Because I think if you see, I mean, this is very early in the second game, but his shots have slowed down already. He's trying to play the more tactical game.
Yeah, I think it's more to his advantage to use this left side of the court, which would be Li Shifeng's forehand. It's the safe side.
Yeah. But it's also the harder to play side because it's the forehand.
Exactly, yeah.
That is out. Challenge is unsuccessful.
One challenge remaining.
But I think he's made the right decision to try and slow down this game as compared to the first game where he was on the more aggressive end.
Yeah.
You see him coming a lot more to the net, a lot more net shots.
That's well retrieved, well controlled from Li Shifeng. He's kept himself in it.
He did go for the backhand, and it was well within the lines. He has been very accurate.
Absolutely, yeah. He's been point perfect.
Like he's judged the length to perfection.
Yeah, he's been very unbalanced there, so I think he's got the confidence to put that wherever he wants it.
4-point lead.
Interesting to see if Li Shifeng adopts the same tactics as Wang Tzu Wei in the first set and using that backhand side. But Wang Tzu Wei is making it very difficult for him.
Good reflexes all the way, Wang Tzu Wei.
6-1.
Just using that mid-court area extremely well. It's 4 points in a row now.
Nice. Again, you're just using that sideline.
1.
I think if you could pick a scoreline, if Wang Tzu Wei could pick a scoreline, I think he would settle for 21-15 in the first set and 7-1 up in the second. Exactly where he'd want to be.
I don't think anyone would deny themselves that scoreline.
No, not against Li Shifeng, that's for sure. No.
Oh, again, gloriously placed. Wang Tzu Wei is finding the lines beautifully.
It's the weight of shot on that. He could take the pace off and have it dipping below the tape and in front of the service line, but he's chosen to give it some snap and get it through that mid-court, and then the wind's done the rest. I fear in a less windy hall that may have found it outside of the track line.
Too long.
Yeah.
9-1.
But I think he has good reading of the conditions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wang Tzu Wei.
I don't think Li Shifeng's found himself 9-1 down or 1-9 very often.
No, but I also think that Li Shifeng hasn't, just as much as Wang Tzu Wei has played the perfect game, I don't think that this is Li Shifeng at his 100% either.
No, I don't think we're seeing an A game here, but it's up to him to find it.
Exactly. I don't know whether, the scoreline has proven to be quite the deterrent, where he just feels down about it.
But a lot of the time, or part of it is kind of almost forgetting the scoreline. It doesn't even matter what the scoreline is.
Not with a player of his quality, especially.
Yeah. Your only task is to win this current point. Wang Tzu Wei still on full attack.
That is beautiful. It's like he's constructing every single point to perfection at the moment. I mean, Li Shifeng is really left helpless in most of these exchanges.
Yeah, it's just the right amount of commitment to each shot. He stepped into that, but he's aware that there will be another one coming, and he's managed to recover from it.
It's 10-2 up.
I'm wondering whether that heavy knee taping on Li Shifeng's right knee is any part of this. I'm not sure. I'm just theorizing. But that's gone long, and we're 11-2 into the interval.
Who would have seen that coming?
Whew. Not me.
That's certainly not me either, but full credit to Wang Tzu Wei and how he's come out all guns blazing, even in the second game. It's 11-2 up. He's looking very, very good. 1 foot in the door, I'd say, at this point. We've had half an hour of play.
Third 20 seconds. Third 20 seconds. Players back on court. Coach, head to your chair. One.
He's back on court, 11-2, ready to go. Wang Tzu Wei, he has really delivered a masterclass here, especially, I would say, in the second game, where he would be on the less favorite end. He's shown people how to play it.
Absolutely, we haven't had this kind of dominant performance from this side of the court yet.
Yeah, through the evening, I haven't seen quite this level of dominating, especially in the singles. I'd say the men's doubles between Chia and So came the closest to seeing a fairly one-sided affair in the second game. Oh, again, just look at that. He's finding his lines and that space really easily, whether it's on the left or the right side of the court. This time he's stuck more to the middle, as you call, within your safe space.
Yeah. He almost doesn't need to have a they're both his good sides this time.
Exactly. Oh, a little bit rushed.
Yeah, he's really trying to get those shots snapped down from the rear court and really follow up at the net. And he just kind of, yeah, snatched at that one a little bit.
I think he's afraid he doesn't want to let this lead go. It looks too good.
Exactly, but he just has to not. He's gotten this far playing this certain style.
Sensible game. Oh, again.
Well taken. It doesn't require more or better.
But see, that shot was a little too loose for someone of Li Shifeng's quality.
Absolutely. We see, I mean, it's the difference of 5 centimeters, but that is, at this standard, loose.
Yeah, looser.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Coming off the power again, making Li Shifeng shift his feet there rather than just absorb another hard smash.
Got him out completely.
Yeah. Just a little interception, just step out, intercepted, knocks it down.
10-point lead in the second for Wang Tzu Wei. With Cho Tin-chen losing against Axelsen earlier on. He's carrying the men's singles flag for Chinese Taipei and doing a very good job of it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Challenged it.
Again, it's tough to judge that back line as the the faraway player.
But I think he has 2 challenges, so he might as well have a go.
But yeah, if he can sneak a point here. Well long.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining.
He had 2 challenges, so he thought he'd have a go at it.
14. Play.
He's just got to hold on to his focus here, Wang Tzu Wei.
Absolutely. But if Shi Feng is going to do something, he obviously has to do it now.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
He will have to bring something different to the table, and I think we will see the gap close a little bit here.
It's going to test. Oh. Wow, he hit that hard as well.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of desperation from Wang Tzu Wei to, like you say, get this finished,
Yeah.
or at minimum keep this lead. But will that lead to snatchy shots, not as controlled shots as we've seen? And Shi Feng, although he's quite young, he's already an experienced player,
Yeah.
and he is going to bring something different to the table because what he has been bringing
Hasn't
hasn't
worked.
been winning
Yeah.
points.
It's not worked. It's a very high lift. Yeah.
I think did we break
Punished on that one.
Oh, I thought a string had gone. No.
Oh, he's got some fans, Shi Feng.
Yeah, but already Shi Feng has attacked more in this since 11
Yeah.
than probably he did in the first half of this set.
I think his coaches had a word.
No play.
Yeah. That's a good net.
That's a very high lift.
Yeah. Oh, unable to control that high one. And that's the thing, like sometimes a high lift might look bad, like
Yeah.
something you don't want to do. But
Yeah.
as that player with the shuttle dropping vertically, it's so difficult to control that. And that's why sometimes maybe in women's singles, people still use the high serve. And it
Look at the coaches.
oh, I love a disappointed coach face.
It's like, it's just a little bit closer. Oh, he's found that net shot. Wang Tzu Wei.
Absolutely. In women's singles, you still see the high serve is still very much used.
Yeah.
And that's because you put someone's feet on that very back line and you give them a vertically dropping shuttle. There's not many aggressive things that you can do with that.
Fault.
Ooh, fault. Oh, from Wang Tzu Wei.
Yeah.
9-16.
Shi Feng has been very good at just either taking those kill opportunities or brushing, not letting the shuttle tumble at all,
Yeah.
stepping in and just almost like nudging it back over.
It's good to see him try different things. Again.
Keeps that
Oh.
margin safer.
10-16.
Tricky spot for Wang Tzu Wei now. He's not
got it.
been as dominant in this second half, and Shi Feng has definitely stepped it up. This is closer to 100% Shi
Yeah,
Feng.
and it's at 5 points, right? Like
Yeah.
you said, it's the most difficult 5 points. Knowing you're only 5 points away,
Oh yeah.
but then and so does your opponent, and so he comes hard and fast at you.
Play.
It ain't over till it's over. I could give you another movie reference there. if
There you
want.
go.
It ain't over yet, McGavin.
Oh wow,
Name that film.
I don't know.
Ah, Happy Gilmore.
11.
Oh, I have some lines in Happy Gilmore that I cannot say on TV.
Yeah, that's me too.
That's not the line I remember in Happy Gilmore.
I know all of the lines from Happy Gilmore, so I've got lots of choice.
Oh, nice. Has to be PG.
That's good net play. No, it's kept
Oh,
in.
it's kept in. He's found the line.
16.
Oh,
This is the fine line that Wang Tzu Wei has to walk right now, is to stay controlled, but also not stop. He needs to keep that high energy that we've seen for the first set and a half.
yeah.
Some big hits from Shi Feng,
That's
well
why
up.
he is so dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, he makes the most. Moves Shi Feng out of the way.
17.
Makes that space count.
Goes into that right hand hip there, makes Shi Feng take a forehand. Opens up that gap. He's got the whole court to play with.
And most importantly, stops a 4-point run.
Yes.
Play.
Unsighted. And one's called in, and I think the umpire's called it
Umpire's
in.
calling it in.
And so he's going to challenge it.
Challenges ball in.
I think he's challenging it on the length of it.
Yeah.
That it's landed outside the back line.
Oh,
That's a
good
challenge. Yeah.
Out. Service over.
I would have said in, but it's the most unreasonable line for me to call right now.
It's
the
impossible
furthest
to
away
see
one.
from here. I mean, for those, we're sitting at least like halfway through the public seating. So that's even a further distance to call.
Yeah. And I don't have my glasses on.
Play.
Ah,
So I have not qualified to make that call.
oh, he left that late.
Oh, he's got away with it.
I was very lucky with that one.
18.
And I think Shi Feng choosing to go with the slower drop wasn't.
Yeah, he's gone for the skill shot over the
Yeah.
over the power shot.
He put that disguise into that. I think again out.
Way long.
But I think now that it's at 18,
18.
I think we'll see Wang Tzu Wei find some level of confidence again. Because it got a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, he's broken that little run that was going.
Yeah.
And if we can just go point for point now,
Yeah.
he'll clinch it.
I think that's that confidence that he can just play it point by point will come back.
Yeah, but Shi Feng has definitely stepped it up and found a better rhythm.
A little too late. If he had played this maybe in the second half of the first game, we would have a very different match on our hands.
Good net play. You're just begging for commentator's curse to happen, aren't you?
Oh. I want things to change. Of course.
That's really well played. Just that little bit of movement on the net. Just taking it out of Shi Feng's path.
He's down the
Teasing that-
line. That's a
teasing that
beautiful shot. Down the line winner. Makes it 2 points away from a famous win here. Make that 1 point away from a famous win.
Simple error there. But the
2014, 6 match points.
the simple errors, well, the simple shots quite often become the hardest ones when it's so tight. Big point for Wang Tzu Wei. Leave that and it's out.
He's through
Isn't it?
to the quarterfinals for the very first time. The world number 29 sees off the number 6 seed. And what a way to do it. Because it's 21-15, 21-14. He played an absolute masterclass, if you ask me, and with the different ends and the way the drifts have been moving. Wang Tzu Wei showing how it's done.
He absolutely won that on his own terms there. That was, okay, Shi Feng was maybe a little bit off his A game, but Wang Tzu Wei took it to him. And yeah, absolutely won that for himself.
21-15, 21-14.
Seeing that last point again. It's a low serve. Shi Feng almost forced to go behind Wang Tzu Wei because he was so good at the net the last couple of points.
Yeah, and that's two receive errors for those last 2 points. And it's just like that, gone in a blink of an eye.
He is super happy, understandably so. 43 minutes played, and that score, 21-15, 21-14, he is through to the quarterfinals, as I say, for the very first time in his career. And what a way to do it. Fantastic stuff from Wang Tzu Wei. And that, of course, means that we've kind of come to the end of the day's play. Thank you very much, Kirsty Gilmore, for your delightful commentary as always. Save some movie references for tomorrow.
Oh, I'll never run out. I will never run out, don't you worry. No, thank you for having me. It's been a really great night of badminton. And roll on tomorrow.
Absolutely. We will see Kirsty Gilmore tomorrow, and we will also see you tomorrow as the matches begin at 11 a.m. Denmark time. 10 matches on court 1, 10 matches on court 2. We will catch you then. From me, Moshumi Dat. As always, it's good night and goodbye.